Hello, it's Matty coming at you with another Planet Coaster Park Spotlight. Thank you for joining me, welcome to the video, and welcome back to Insomniacs Summa Beach, PlayStation 5 edition. Now, I've already spotlighted this park before, the PS4 version, and I loved it. It was one of the most popular spotlights that I've ever done, and I'm extremely excited to be back again to see what Insomniac has now added with the added power of a PS5. I'm super excited for this. Insomniac is another YouTuber, so I will make sure to leave his link down below so you can all go and check out his channel. But without further ado, let's have a look at this park on the workshop. So the description reads, it's still always summer at the all-new Summa Beach, pronounced Sumar. The PS4 version of this park is still available to download from my profile. Check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/insomniac. So once again, I'll make sure to leave that link down below, so go and check him out. So let's get into this park. So here we are back at the park entrance again. Now, because I've already done a spotlight on this before, I am still going to go around the entire park and look at everything all again. And we can see some of the comparisons from the last time. So straight away as we walk through the main entrance, on this left hand side here, we have this beautiful hotel, Sumar Hotel, which looks so authentic and genuine. Before, this was just a construction site. There were barriers just here with some advertising on it, and it was just one great big construction site. And now we come back and we find that this hotel has been built, and I really like the continuation of the story. How we came before and saw it kind of like being constructed, and now we can come back and actually see what's been done afterwards. I really like that continuation of that. And we come upstairs and we have this new swimming pool here, which is extremely fancy. I mean, there's no way I would ever be able to afford to stay in a hotel like this. This is proper VIP 5-star hotel. It's even got dragons on it, so it must be a 5-star. And the view from the swimming pool of all this new area. Now, what I'm going to do at the end of this video is I'm going to leave some screenshots of PlayStation 4 version compared to the PS5 version. But anyone that saw that PS4 version will remember, again, this was literally just a construction site. It was just sand with some diggers, and that's all it was. And now we've got this great big new area with new rides, new attractions, which we're not going to go and have a look at yet, because I'm mean. We'll get round there when we're ready, but not yet. Sorry guys, patience is a virtue. So let's have a walk down this main street. So, as I said in the previous spotlight, this main street is just incredible. The architecture of these buildings is second to none. They're all differing shapes, they've all got different trimmings on them, they're all differing colours, different signs, different shapes, different sizes. It just looks so authentic. It really does look like a tropical holiday resort. So it's just absolutely beautiful. And we're going to go have a walk up these stairs and come up to the swimming pool up here. Now, I don't believe that much has changed up here from what I can see. I think a lot of this is still the same. I personally didn't think this needed changing anyway. It was already perfect as it was. So why change perfection? It didn't need anything doing to it. All the foliage around here, all the buildings were all great the way they were. They didn't need touching. So we come down here to this other swimming pool. And this looks like more like the cheap hotel. This would be probably where I would be staying. This would be one that you get from like the Sun, that you get the vouchers for, and then you pay like £10 to go on holiday or something, or lastminutebookings.com or something like that. So that's where I'd go. I mean, even still, it's still pretty fancy, let's face it. That still looks cool, doesn't it? I wouldn't argue coming and staying somewhere like this. And on such a beautiful day as well. The sun is shining. So we come out of here and just overlook here. Now I can see that there are some changes down there on this walkway, but we'll get and have a look at them properly when we get down there. So let's walk back. I love the fact that there's just signs everywhere you look, all up the buildings, on top of the buildings. And one thing that I didn't look at the last time was just the amount of detailing that has gone onto these buildings. So you've got all the pipes, you've got all the ventilations, you've got the electric going to the ventilation, which is such a nice touch. And you've even got your little electric box there as well. It's just these little touches that just add so much authenticity to it and make it so much more believable and realistic. Even on top of the buildings, you've got the ventilation. This is never going to get seen from ground level. If you're walking around in flip cam mode, you'd never see any of this. But you've still taken the time and the effort to do this. So, top work. Fantastic. And over here, just more as well. You've got steam coming out of the ventilation. So, let's have a walk back down here, shall we? Down we go. So, I don't believe there's anything different down this walkway. Certainly not that I can see. What I'm going to be doing after this spotlight is going back to the PS4 version to capture some screenshots. So I will, of course, have a look. And if I notice anything different, I will include it in the photos at the end. But here we come. So we can go left or we can go right. Now, the last time we went left. So because of that, we're going to go right. So let's have a walk down here. So we've got these caravans that you built before. I'm really glad that you kept these caravans, these holiday homes, because I think it's such a good build, and I'm pleased that you kept them because they do look genuine. So I'm really pleased that you kept them. But you have replaced all the cars with the cars from the Studios pack. So obviously that must have helped with your piece count quite a lot. I can hear a cow. There you go, Tommy. Tommy CM's favourite mascot. It follows him everywhere. It's like every spotlight we do, there's always a cow bouncing around. So we've got all these arcades, which are on the PlayStation Workshop. You see these appear in so many parks. They are the benchmark of arcades and amusement buildings on the PlayStation Workshop. Seriously, cow, stop following me. I'm trying to do a spotlight and all I can hear is moing, moing, moing. Get away from me. I can now see why Tommy hates them. Right, so we've got Violet's Bar and Grill Restaurant. So, once again, just great building. We've got the Royal Casino, we've got the Happydrome. Since doing the first spotlight, I have found out that Insomniac is from Essex. So a lot of his inspiration kind of comes from the Essex waterfronts and things like that. And it shows. It really does. In the previous spotlight, I said maybe something like Blackpool or Weston-super-Mare or something like that. But Essex still fits that as well. It does feel like a British seaside resort, somewhere you just come for the day. I mean, come for the day and then you've got these 5-star hotels, but what can you do? So we've got the path here that just goes back up to where we were before. And we carry on walking down here. And we've got these food and drink here. I mean, these are fantastic. These mobile food courts. Mobile food courts? That's not what they'd be called. Mobile food trucks? That's it, mobile food trucks. We'll go with that. Mobile food trucks. So, I just think that's an amazing build. Once again, I see that on the workshop quite a lot. It's quite a popular upload, and you can see why as well. So, we've walked down here. We've got a sign for Rocktopus. Not 100% sure why that's there. Is that because of this? Maybe? No, that's not a Rocktopus. No, that's the Sand Sweeper. So I'm not sure why a Rocktopus sign is there. I'll probably find out as we carry on walking around. But as we come down here, we've got this helicopter down here where you'd be able to stand and take photos. You've got your viewing points there, so people will actually stop and take photos, which is a really nice touch. You got your police cars and your fire engine at the back, and then you've got all your coaches where people would have come for the day. So we carry on walking down here past this other swimming pool, past this other fancy hotel again, and we arrive at Funland. So once again we've got another mobile food here. We've got the Insanity Ride just at the back, and we've got this minion here, and that one is... No, hang on, I've actually got my phone ready next to me this time, because in the previous spotlight I couldn't remember which any of the minions were. So that is Bob. So that's Bob. So we're going to get the minions right this time, guys. So let's have a walk down this path, shall we? So we walk past the Insanity. Just all the decoration all around here, all the theming is just absolutely spot on. We've got the Vice Horn. And then we've got the chair there. Oh, the chair-a-plane. Sorry. And then we've got another minion here, that is Kevin. And let's just have a quick walk back down this path just a second, just so we don't miss anything. We've got the free flyer, and then you've got your little YouTube plugs, which I did steal for my Unrealistic Park. Yeah, as stated before, just all the scenery, all the theming all around here is just absolutely spot on. And I also really like that you kept at least one construction site as well. I think you did need to have one construction site because it is such a unique thing as well. So you've got this new hotel that is being built here. You've got your crane there as well. You've got all the foundations in. You've got your trucks. You got your barrels. Yeah, I really like that. And here we have got Scorpion, which then makes me want to do my Mortal Kombat impression. Get over here! Scorpion. I love Mortal Kombat, in case anyone hadn't noticed. I think that's like the third time I've done a Scorpion impression now in a spotlight, but what can you do? Right, so what's this queue line here for? So that's for the chair-a-plane, of course it is. And we'll have a look in Funland in a second, but we're just going to carry on walking down here. So before, all that Funland was just all boxed off. It was all fenced off, you couldn't go down there at all. We had this ride, but it was very minimally themed, which is something that I did pick up on. I wasn't 100% sure if you were PS4 or PS5 when I did the last spotlight, so one of my bits of feedback was that I thought that coaster was a bit minimal themed, but now it's the exact opposite. So we've got the kickflip here, we've got some poolside toilets, and we've got Surfs Up. Was this called Surfs Up the last time? I can't actually even remember if that's what it was called. We are going to go on that in a second, but we're just going to carry on walking around here just for a second. Just the signs everywhere. It's tacky, but in a good way. It's tacky in an authentic way, if that makes sense. When you go to these kind of resorts, they have got these signs everywhere and you're just bombarded and overloaded with signs, and they are tacky and in your face, and you've really nailed that kind of theming. It's tacky but in a good way. I love it. But we're still not going to go down that. We're going to go have a walk down here, and we are going to go and have a quick look over here before we come back. I just want to have a look at some of this scenery out here. The fact that you've even put the houses just outside here, and we come over here. I love this little building here. Can you imagine living here? That would be amazing. It'd be a bit loud, but it'd be amazing. And this is where I managed to get my thumbnail from as well. So thank you very much, Insomniac, for your advice and help with how to get the perfect thumbnail. Much appreciated. I really do love the thumbnail for this episode. Probably one of my favourite thumbnails I've ever done, actually. So thank you for that. I mean, look at all the terraforming around here and all the use of the paint tool. How natural it all looks. It looks so real. You've even got a little sandcastle there, look, and people have been surfing. I mean, they've left the surfboards there. I don't know why. And then you've got some more houses up here. Somebody's left the football outside. And then we come around here to this final house over here. And then we've got the hot air balloon here. So we've got hot air balloon trips there. Oh, hang on. No, we've got one more house. I'm sorry. There you go. We've got one more house. So, right. Let's go back over here, shall we? And let's go to this ride, shall we? So, we've got surfs up. So, let's just have a look at these stats, shall we? So, surfs up. It's green across the board. Some really good G-forces as well. Nice in the limits as well. And without further ado, let's go for a ride. Enjoy. So, feedback that I gave last time, as I stated before, was that I thought this ride was a bit under-themed and I was a little bit underwhelmed with it. I'm now completely blown away. That was 100 times better with everything that you've added on the PS5. That was absolutely incredible. The theming and the scenery around it was just absolutely second to none. The interaction that it has with the whole area, how it's going over the paths, how it's going around other rides as well, through the boat, all the foliage all around it. Honestly, it was perfect. I can't add any more to that. It was absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, top work. Nothing else to say. You proved me wrong massively. So, let's hop out the exit. And, right, which way shall we try and get into this area? What we're going to do is we're going to walk back down here and we'll go in the proper entrance, I think. So, Funland. Here we go, guys. Here is completely new stuff. So, we've got the Gator, which is, I believe, is the wooden coaster. Or is that the surf? I don't know. We'll see in a minute. There's so many signs everywhere. It's quite difficult to know what is each ride. To be honest, it's quite difficult because there's signs everywhere for everything. So I'm not sure which ride's which. But we've got Turbine here, nicely coloured, and we come down here. And all this is just so wonderfully done. And we've got a entrance for the Helium Ring here, which is called Orbit, with even just a memento sign just slapped on the side as well. There, Orbit. So just anywhere you can stick a sign, you have done. We've got gulpy signs down there as well. You've even got your rings for safety, just in case any kids decide to jump over into the water. 360 power. And we come down here to Midway. So that is one of the planes flat rides. Got a sign saying Canyon Express. I mean, can you see why it's quite confusing to see what the names of the rides are? Because there's just signs everywhere. Right, we've got the Atom here, another flat ride. And then we've got Gravitron. Just all wonderfully placed as well. I'm not a huge fan of when people just put flat ride next to flat ride next to flat ride. I think it's quite difficult to make them look authentic and genuine, and sometimes it looks like they've just been thrown down for the sake of it, and having the rides right next to each other can look, it just doesn't look right. But the way that you've incorporated these here really flow naturally, and they don't look out of place, the fact that you've got these three rides right next to each other. So yeah, great job with that. So we come around here, you've got your pinata in there, and let's carry on walking down here, shall we? So we've got some toilets hidden by the rocks, and just look at this little queue path here, so quaint. I really like that. Nice little queue path. Well, we're going to carry on walking around here, and see what I mean with all this ride interaction as well, with Surf's Up as it comes all around here. And then we've got this wooden coaster here that gets so close to the path, but again, looks really good. Are we going to be lucky enough to see it come past here? I think we might be. I've just seen it drop down there. Oh, there we go. Wow. So, let's have a walk down here, shall we? And here is the entrance, so let's have a walk down here. Oh my god, look at that. How it goes through there. That is ace. We're not going to be lucky enough to see that, because I've just heard it pull into the station, so. Quite a short queue line as well, actually. And a really nice little station as well. Only the 2 cars, which is unusual. Normally this would be about 4 or 5 cars, but it's quite nice to see a change in only just the 2 cars. So let's have a look at the stats. So Canyon Express, we're going to pause that before the train runs away. So the stats are a little bit lower, but you would expect that for this type of ride. I don't think that takes it away from it. But shut up, Matty, let's go for a ride. Enjoy, guys. That was absolutely awesome. Absolutely great ride. It was a little bit shorter than I expected, I'm not going to lie, but it really fit the theme, and even though it was short, it was great. So I don't really know what else to say for that. I think it was really beautifully integrated into the area, into the terrain and everything, and such a small footprint as well. For one of these rides, it doesn't take up barely any room at all. I mean, if we actually have a look at this entire area, that's quite a small footprint actually. But what have we got here in this one, like in Funland? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6 flat rides and 2 coasters. 8 rides in this one little tiny area. And yet it doesn't look overdone. It doesn't look cluttered or filled for the sake of being filled. It looks proper. And I can't quite believe how you've done that. To be able to fit so much in a small area and make it look good. But what we're going to do is we're going to hop out the exit path, which was down here. So we've got this other flat ride here around the world. Once again, serves up just this interaction going around here. I love this new area. Absolutely love it. I mean, this park before was amazing. And you've gone and surpassed yourself. I didn't know how you could make it better, but you have. Shall we go for a walk down the beach on the way back? I don't believe a lot has changed down the beach. I don't think, but once again I will check at the end when I put the screenshots there. This bloody cow is following us. Go away. Seriously. So we go past the sand sweeper. So all that up there we'd already looked at. And we come down here. And come up here. Right, so we're back to the main entrance again. So, let's have a walk down the pier now. So, all these signs. How many signs can you put in one small area? And still make it look good. I don't understand how you've done it. It just baffles my mind how you've done this. How? Other people can put this amount of signage down and it looks tacky. It looks really cheesy. And you just like face palm. It's like, why have you put so many signs everywhere? It looks ridiculous. And then you come along and put the most signs down ever. It looks ace. I don't understand it. I don't get how you've done it. You're going to have to explain that one to me, I think. My God, this pier is busy. Wow. So, I don't think a lot has changed on this pier, but what we'll do is we'll have a quick zoom down. So we've got the whirly rig over there. We've got the bumper cars. Now, there is one thing that I did know has changed. We've now got this new Pier diner. Now, before, there was literally a coming soon sign, and I was raging. I was like, you can't just put a coming soon sign and not say what it is. That's just teasing. And you put this great big restaurant here, which looks great as well. It really incorporated into the whole pier theme and fits the area so well. Goes well next to the big wheel as well. So yeah, really great job. I don't think anything changed in the arcade. So we've got Mario and Luigi. We've got, is that Stuart or Bob? Hang on, I'm checking my phone. I'm checking my phone to make sure. That's Bob, because Bob's got two eyes. Okay, so Bob's got two eyes and Stuart's got one eye. So we come down here, and again, I don't think anything else really changed much down here, to be honest. So what we'll do is we'll come back down here. Goodbye. And we'll turn right. So we've got the amusements there. Okay, is this cow following us, or is there more than one of them? Because this is ridiculous. Go past this flat ride here, Slingshot. Lucky Seven's Amusements, Ascendants. I believe that sign is new. I don't think that sign was there before. And before we go over into the new area, oh, hang on, we've got a little backstage area here, which is all new. So really nice to see the realism here as well, even with the wiring again as well. We've even got some wiring going across. So great realism behind here. You've got a light in the window. I found something to pick apart. There you go. I had to find at least one thing to criticise, because it just wouldn't feel like a video that I've done otherwise. You got all the bin shelters. I've never seen anyone put the shelters over the bins before. That's a nice touch. Might have to steal that idea. And then we've got the pipes going up there. Yeah, all this is is ace. I love it. So let's come out of here. And here we go. And then we come to the car park. So you've replaced all the cars now with actual in-game cars, but kept your caravans, things like that, your people homes. So yeah, I still really like that. Was it not at this point of the video the last time that I had a police siren go past and I had to explain, I'm really sorry guys, that I live right next to a police station? I'm pretty sure it was. And ironically, I've now got another police car going past again. So, that's a bit strange. No. Right, and we come to Fortified Shore. Now, if I was impressed with the other side of the park, this side is even better. Look at the entrance, how beautiful it is. You've got the horses from a carousel ride on top, you've got some pinatas, you've got some palm trees on top, the lighting, just all this entrance building is fantastic. So, look at this for a sightline. And this feels like an entire new park. As you come in here, this sightline, if we have a quick zoom out, I mean, that is a mini park. That is an entire new mini park. Which way shall we go around? So we'll go around left and then we'll go around that way. So, we've got another flat ride here. One thing I am going to... In fact, I'll do it now. Before I forget, I'm going to do it now. How many rides are actually in this park? 30. 30 rides. That is insane. The fact that you've managed to do all of this with 30 rides in the park, that is ludicrous. I mean, I know that you have used the glitch to get more in, but even still, 30 rides, that is mind-blowing. How have you done that? Right, let's hide that horrible hood and let's carry on. So let's go past the Sizzler and we come to there's the gator. Right, and then you've got a midway sign here for the ride that was on the other side of the park. So let's go and have a look at Gator, shall we? So let's have a walk down the queue line. So you can, as you're queuing the ride, you can actually see the ride going past, which is always good. Builds that anticipation for the ride as well. Nice simple station, nothing too flashy or fancy, simple but effective, it works. And let's have a look at the stats. So we've got almost green across the board, you're 0.5 or 0.05 off green across the board, so I'll let you off. G-forces, a little bit on the high side, you want to try and keep them under 6 generally, but I don't care. Let's go for a ride, enjoy guys, let's pause it. So, enjoy the ride. Once again, another great little ride. Really small, really compact. It was quite janky, but in a good way. Normally when rides are a bit janky, I would say, oh, it needs maybe a little bit of smoothing here or a little bit of smoothing there. But it actually worked because of how small and compact it is and the jankiness of it. It made it more unique. And once again, just a really small footprint as well. So, yeah, really good coaster. Enjoyed that. So let's hop out the exit and walk down here. And we will go left again. So we come down here. And there's the Rocktopus, Right, so we found the Roctopus sign that I had earlier on. Right, now that makes sense. Is that the queue line for the Roctopus? Yes, it is. I can see another queue line behind the Scorpion. Get over here. So we've got some food shops here. Let's leave the coaster till last, shall we? We'll go on the coaster at the very end. That'll be the last thing that we do. So we'll carry on walking around here first. So we've got Forge. Come down here. And we've got the boardwalk. Oh, this is stunning. What a nice little walkway. And especially with all the coaster that goes off all around you as well. That's great. As we have a walk around here, are we going to actually see the coaster coming up and around? Yes, we are, because I'm going to force it. I'm going to speed up time just to ensure that we can see a coaster going past us. There you go. Right, let's carry on walking past. No. Oh, look at that. What good timing that was. What are the chances of that, eh? I think that person needs the toilet. There you go, there's a toilet. You've just walked past the toilet, dude. Are you going to go in this one? Dude, you've just walked past 2 toilets. What are you doing? Honestly, people in this game are so stupid sometimes. I'm desperate for the toilet, but then we'll walk past the toilets. Honestly. I love this boardwalk. Really adds to the area as well, and all the decoration all around here as well. Once again, just nailing that theming. So we come out of here, and then we've got the carousel to our left, and I believe the only thing we have got left to do is go on this coaster. So what a great way to close out the episode, by going on a big coaster. Got to find the entrance now, so let's have a walk down here. Here we go. Right, so let's walk up the entrance. You have really short queue paths. Right, so we come up to Scorpion. I like that station with all these things coming out. Stop there. I'm going to pause that. Yeah, I like all them coming through. And let's have a look at this. So we've got Scorpion. So not quite green across the board, but G-forces are good. So without further ado, let's go on the final ride of the park. Enjoy, guys. Well, we truly saved the best till last then, didn't we? That ride was ace. Some of the inversions it had were absolutely mega. So let's just have a quick go around, shall we? So we can discuss as we go. I really like the first loop and then how it comes into this inversion here. That inversion was great. There was one inversion in particular I really liked. Here, this was awesome. How it goes around the back here and then goes up and over the station. That was fantastic. That was the best ride of the park, in my opinion. I think we saved the best till last. But there we go. There is the entire park. So the only thing we now need to do is have a look at this park at night. I mean, we haven't even barely moved away from this area, and already just look at the vibrancy in this area and the differing colours of all these lights. It's beautiful. It's I can't get over that. It's stunning. There are so many different colours all going on all at the same time. Yellows, greens, reds, pinks, oranges, blue. Absolutely sensational. And we've got a spotlight on top of there. So you've got your Scorpion ride all lit up yellow. You've got the Forge lit up red. You've got the Gator all lit up green. I love that lit up at green, you know. I liked Gator before, but I think it looks even better at night. The theming of it is just insane. And we'll come out of here. And then just the whole boulevard is just lit up to perfection. All the pier, as I said, it's just so vibrant and colourful and so much going on and so many different things, like kind of trying to draw your eye away from like the different things. It's incredible work, Insomniac. Absolutely incredible. Some of the best lighting I have seen in a park, full stop. Let's just have a very quick overlook at the entire park. And look at that. You can see how much time and effort and patience Insomniac has put into his lighting of this park. This isn't a nighttime park. I've spotlighted nighttime parks, and this is right up there with a specifically designed nighttime park. I don't know what else to say. If honest, I genuinely don't know what else to say. I think all we can do now is just close out the video and give some closing out thoughts. Now, I'm going to be honest, when I did the PS4 review, I didn't think you could surpass it. I didn't think that you would be able to top what you'd already done. And then you come in with this, and this is up there with the very, very best of them. I have done some incredible parks on the channel now, some spotlights, and this is up there with my favourites. I'm blown away, and I'm absolutely buzzing to see what you come up with next. I really am. I do speak to Insomniac now. We have become friends. We do talk on Facebook and Messenger and everything, and please build another park and just keep me updated on how you go, because I just want to see what you do next. I really do. Can you surpass this park? I challenge you to see if you can surpass yourself. I personally don't think you can. I don't think you can beat this park, but prove me wrong. So thank you ever so much, everybody, for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this spotlight as much as I've enjoyed doing it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new, and please consider also joining my Discord. I'll leave the link down below. But stay safe, take care, look after yourselves, and I will see you next week for more Planet Coaster spotlights. Take care, everybody. Bye.